WLNS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News at 5.
A house in Summit Township burns to the ground, and fire investigators tell 6 News today the cause may be suspicious. It's our top story at 5. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jorma Duran. Early Sunday morning, the Summit Township Fire Department responded to a house fire, but by the time they got there, officials say it was too late to save the structure. The incident also sent 3 people to the hospital, including a firefighter. 6 News reporter Zach Priest spoke to officials about what happened and why there's an ongoing investigation. Zach.
Jorma, Sunday morning around 4:30 a.m., the Summit Township Fire Department responded to a house fire on Schelling Drive. Now multiple agencies are investigating the fire, saying that it's suspicious. This was the scene Summit Township fire crews had to contend with early Sunday morning, and the root of it all has investigators looking deeper than normal.
Actually started conducting our investigation just because of the nature of it being suspicious, so we called out detectives to start that process, and we're currently in the process of investigating that.
Anthony Stewart, the undersheriff for the Jackson County Sheriff Department, was unable to release much more than that about the ongoing investigation in the interest of not undermining his detectives' work. But officials did reveal heavy flames were coming from the basement and first floor. Deputy Fire Chief James Warner says both residents of the home were taken to the Henry Ford Hospital for smoke inhalation. One firefighter was also taken to the hospital for burns. All 3 have since been treated and released. Warner says nowadays, house fires can engulf a home faster than ever.
It's very important, especially in fires, to have a quick response. You know, nowadays the fire doubles in size every minute with the way homes are built and stuff we put in them.
Now the Jackson County Sheriff's Office is looking for tips that could help them in their investigation of this fire. Now, if you or someone you know saw anything related to Sunday's fire, you can call Detective Easter at 517-768-7934 to leave an anonymous tip. That number is also on your screen. Jorma.
Thank you very much. President Trump appears to be reversing his stance on making the Epstein files public in the face of growing GOP support for a bill compelling the Justice Department to release all the files it has on the convicted sex predator. Erica Brown is here for you with the latest from the White House.
Amid growing calls from lawmakers, including Republicans, the House is expected to vote Tuesday on a measure compelling the Justice Department to release all its files related to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
Let's rip the Band-Aid off and get it done.
In a reversal, President Trump is now pushing for the release of the files. In a social media post late Sunday, the president wrote, quote, "We have nothing to hide, and it's time to move on from this Democrat hoax perpetuated by radical left lunatics in order to deflect from the great success of the Republican Party." Kentucky Republican Thomas Massie and California Democrat Ro Khanna led the bipartisan effort to force the vote.
I'd rather he release all these files. Someone was saying that his numbers would go up. I don't care if he gets the political win. It's not about Donald Trump. I don't even know how involved Trump was. There are a lot of other people who are involved who have to be held accountable.
President Trump has previously opposed the release of the files, saying he cut ties with Jeffrey Epstein years ago and has not been accused of wrongdoing.
They just keep bringing that up to deflect from the tremendous success of the Trump administration.
The bill would force the Justice Department to release all files and communications related to Epstein, as well as any information about the investigation into his death in federal prison. The bill is expected to pass the House with Republican support, but it remains unclear whether the Senate would take up the measure, and it would also need a signature from the president. Erica Brown, CBS News, the White House.
Well, be sure to stay with 6 News on air, online, and through our 6 News app as we continue to follow this developing story. A new analysis of consumer data shows that the number of people in the United States falling behind on their utility bills is growing quickly. According to the Century Foundation, past due balances jumped 9.7% in the second quarter over the same period last year. The foundation says nearly 6 million households have utility debt so severe that it will soon be reported on collection agencies. A Montessori school in Lansing is now expanding its reach with the opening of a new additional toddler classroom.
4, 5.
Leaders with the Montessori Children's House of Lansing say inside the new Juniper Room, toddlers from ages 18 months to 3 years will be able to learn new skills to help them become functioning children. This will include learning new routines like pouring water, food preparation, and sorting objects. Officials say these new skills will help build concentration and confidence.
They have chairs and tables and tools and materials that are all built for them and for their design. Toddlers are learning a lot of self-care, so they're learning toileting and how to feed themselves and how to dress and undress themselves and hair care and tooth care and those kinds of things, as well as preliminary academics.
The new room can house up to 12 toddlers, and they still have openings available.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Well, we don't have a major winter storm on the way, but unfortunately this system has some light precipitation just in time for the morning commute, and the worst part is there could be some freezing drizzle mixing in here and there. Satellite and radar has been quiet today. It's been a beautiful day, watching the clouds now increasing from the west, so will likely become cloudy over the next few hours as that precipitation gets a little bit closer. Precision cast tonight through tomorrow morning. Here it comes by around 6 or 7 o'clock. Some very light, probably snow showers right along 96, and then kind of a combination of snow showers, sleet pellet, or a little light freezing drizzle for southern sections of mid-Michigan. Of course, this is rush hour time, 7 o'clock. By the mid-morning hours, 11 a.m., you see how the warmer temperatures, we're only talking mid-30s, it advances far enough north to change most locations over to just a few rain showers. Along 96, we could stay a very light wintry mix even through the mid-morning hours. By the late afternoon hours, precipitation is done, and the clearing line now begins to advance in from the north as this system departs mid-Michigan. By early on Wednesday morning, a lot of cloud cover west and to our south. Some breaks in those clouds here across at least the mid-morning hours in mid-Michigan. Then by the afternoon, probably mostly cloudy skies on the way. No precipitation to our west, but a pretty thick cloud deck is kind of lurking out there. And once high pressure moves out of the way, that'll probably slide back into our neck of the woods. Precision cast ice, freezing rain accumulation. Everyone's less than 1/10 of an inch. Trace amounts, maybe 1, 2, 3, 400, 500 of an inch. Nothing too heavy, but all it takes is a light glaze, and that can make travel quite slippery. So use caution out there tomorrow morning, and by the mid-morning hours, things should begin to rapidly improve. Current temperatures are sitting in the low to the mid-40s across the area today. Again, not all that bad, especially considering we had some sunshine out there. In St. John's, temperature 42 degrees, humidity 51%. Winds gusted up to 16 miles per hour. Beautiful evening on the Capitol Cam. Temperature down to 40 now. Winds west-northwest at 5 miles per hour. Our wind gust up to 20 miles per hour. In Grand Ledge, yet another, like there is every day, beautiful sunset. Gorgeous shot out there as temperatures begin to cool. On the Jackson Cam, carbon copy, just a couple clouds on the horizon. Temperature 42 with west winds at 7. Our wind gust 18 miles per hour. Finally in Hillsdale, mostly clear skies. Our temperature 43 degrees. Winds are calm. No rain in the rain gauge today, and a 14 mile per hour wind gust. Tonight's forecast then, a wintry mix towards tomorrow. I mean, we're talking getting close to sunrise tomorrow, 28 degrees. So the overnight hours should be, for the most part, just fine. Then tomorrow, again, the light wintry mix, be it a few snow showers or a few rain snow showers into the afternoon hours. The 6-day forecast, temperatures on Wednesday back in the 40s, closing in on 50 Thursday. Friday, Kendall and I went back and forth, really tempted to take rain out completely on Friday. But there's still enough guidance out there that paints a wetter picture. We'll mention a chance of a shower, but it is looking a lot better. Mid to upper 40s over the weekend, near 50 to start next week, and then a few rain showers possibly on Tuesday, and rain and snow showers next Friday.
Could it be, I don't know if this is the weather term, misty or rainy or sprinkly? Are all those words?
I mean, I think it's
Am I making up words?
No, those are good words, but I think it's either going to rain or we're going to be just fine.
Oh, I like that, just fine part.
Yeah, and odds are just fine.
Okay, things have changed for the better. I know, it's a great start to the week. All right. Well, Thanksgiving is almost here, and as you know, 6 News is kicking off another holiday tradition this year, and we need your... We're talking about Remarkable Women, an opportunity to recognize the women of mid-Michigan who make a difference for their families and for the community. So head to WLNS.com and look for the Remarkable Women icon. Click on it, then tell us all about the remarkable woman in your life. We'll pick several women and profile them in March, which is Women's History Month. You have until December 19th to nominate someone.